Haunted Doll, I believe. And tonight I'm really excited to bring a really interesting guest to you. She's a paranormal investigator. She is a YouTube star, and she's a TikTok sensation with over 1 million followers. I want you to please give a very warm welcome to Brittney Crabb.
Hi.
Hi, Brittney, please.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to meet you. Sit down.
Thank you.
Need to see?
I
wore
know.
Pink cowboy boots just especially for you, but your boots are incredible.
Thank you.
Now, for those of you who may not know who Brittney is, please tell us a little something about yourself.
Yes, so I'm a paranormal YouTuber. I've been investigating the paranormal for like, I don't know, 15 years or something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
I absolutely live for the paranormal. I love, who am I looking at? Like everybody in like the cameras?
Yeah, we're just look everywhere.
Okay, because I'm so used to looking at cameras that I'm like, okay. And my brother's filming too. Sorry, I'm like really nervous. But
we were told that one time during the day when a family was here having lunch, a little boy was standing at the staircase looking up and saying, "What, Mommy, they're all trapped up there in the fire." This is a little boy saying that, who had no idea that this is haunted or anything. He looked.
so I love paranormal investigating. My dream in life is I want to be dragged across the floor by a demon.
Okay.
I live for all of that. I might not look like a ghost hunter though, that's the thing. People think I'm like, what? You're not a ghost hunter. But I'm like, yes, I am.
That's what I find so fascinating about you, because you look, I mean, really, for all intents and purposes, you look like Barbie.
Oh, thank you.
And I remember the first time I met you in our house, I was so struck by how welcoming you are. Your energy is so bubbly and exciting. And
Long story short, I call my spirit guide Krampus because she said he's like a mythical creature with like a tail and everything. But she's like, yeah, he kind of has Krampus vibes. So to me, he looks like Krampus. He's a freaking demon. And I've talked to him before.
Thank you.
myself, you know, here's someone who's really into the paranormal, but you don't look like someone who typically would be.
No.
How did that happen for you?
I don't know. I'm obsessed with pink, but I also like dark stuff. That's kind of why I'm wearing my him outfit today, to kind of show that like I love like gothic stuff at the same time. I don't know. Him's my favorite band, by the way.
Oh, very cool. Good to know him.
Yes.
Now,
It's just very random. I'm very girly, bubbly, but then kind of have a bit of a dark side.
that is a very good way to be. I'm also
Yeah.
half Enid, half Wednesday Addams. You know.
Ooh, I like that.
Cute but creepy.
Yes.
Maybe that's why we get along.
That's probably why, yeah. But no, I've just been investigating, and
Now-
it's fun.
As a paranormal investigator, we all have, you know, different stories that we hear, different ghost stories. Do you have a personal story that perhaps maybe got you into the paranormal?
Yes. So I'll talk about my very first paranormal experience, which I believe is when I was 4 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw a green hand that came up at the side of my parents' bed. I was sleeping with my parents because I was actually not feeling that well. And so some people could be like, oh, well, maybe you were sick and you were hallucinating. No, I know what I saw. It was a green hand that came up the side of my parents' bed. And it was playing with me. It looked like a zombie, witch. It looked dead, like an alien.
Okay.
And all I saw were the fingers to the elbow. I don't know what it was attached to, but I feel like if I looked over, I would have seen what it was attached to. But it was playing with me. And I had a Cabbage Patch doll, and I started dangling the doll over the hand, and it was reaching up and touching it. I'll never forget that. I've told this
Wow.
story so many times to like everyone who knows me.
That is such a core memory.
Yes.
Now, for those of you who have not seen Brittney's TikTok, I highly recommend you follow it, because you get up to so many different adventures. And you and your brother spent about 7 hours at our house
Yeah, I
getting
know.
to know our friend Walt here.
Yes, that was
And
so fun.
he has promised to behave today. I let him sit with my favorite teddy bear, and he's been pretty good. But you know, outside of your adventure at our house, what are some of the most bizarre things that you've experienced in all of your ghost hunting?
Do you guys really want to hear this one?
Oh yes. Guys, come on. Do you really want to hear it? Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, you're not going to believe this, but I'm 100% being honest. I have my brother here who is my alibi. Well, not even an alibi. He was my witness. Not my alibi, my witness. We saw a table levitate 4 times at a castle in England called Chillingham Castle. 4 times in the air.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Like, not, you know, super high, but it
Yeah.
was in the air. What you see in the Conjuring films, that's what I saw.
Oh my
This was in
gosh.
2018. Yeah.
That must have been terrifying.
It was, but I was living at the same time.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Yes.
fair. You know, we were talking about this earlier, and you know, through all of your experience with the paranormal, we were talking about how you learn to kind of differentiate between good scary and bad scary. Have you ever had an experience where you were verging on bad scary?
Yes, I was scratched before.
Really?
At a house in California, yes,
Oh my
Calabasas.
gosh.
But I was excited. That's the thing. It's.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true. You have said that you want to be dragged across the floor by a demon.
Do you want to know why though? I know it
Yeah.
sounds like a joke and everything, but I want to because it just shows that it's real. I want the scariest stuff to happen to me.
Now, that being said, do you have a plan for when that happens? Because for those of you who don't know much about the paranormal, once a demon comes into your life, they're like a bad roommate and they really don't want to leave.
I guess I'll deal with it if it happens, but to be honest, I just feel like that wouldn't happen.
Okay.
I just feel I attract a lot of good to me, and I feel like demons are kind of just cool with me. They kind of leave me alone.
All right.
Even though I want to experience it though, obviously, but
You're like
I've been
the
doing it for so long, I've never had anything crazy like that happen.
Okay, that's good.
So I kind of just feel like, you know, if it would have happened by now, because I call out to these things all the time. I play paranormal games too.
Really? What kind
Yeah.
of paranormal games do you play?
Lots. My favorite's the elevator game.
What is the elevator game?
It's supposed to take you to another world. They thought, you know the Elisa Lam case in the Cecil Hotel?
Yes.
They thought she was playing it, but she wasn't. But you know when she was pressing all the buttons?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to do something crazy. It's never actually worked for me.
Okay.
But it's creepy and I still play it every time I go into an elevator.
Okay, I'm gonna have to learn. I'm gonna have to learn more about this game later. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, there's the elevator game, the hosting game. It's like Baby Blue, Bloody Mary, that's a classic.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just games like that.
I
but
remember
I feel
playing
like
Bloody Mary.
yes, but I feel like anytime you call out to anything, whether you're doing it on purpose, investigating, or you're just, you know, in front of a mirror calling out Bloody Mary, I feel anything is listening to you and anything can come through. So you gotta kind of be cautious and kind of know what you're doing. But
Have you ever been calling out to something and it did answer?
yeah, my name's been said to me too. Yeah.
Wow, what is that like when you kind of, do you hear it just on the side or across the room?
Through the spirit box.
Through the spirit box.
And I
okay.
also, like, I freak out every time I hear my name. In the best way, though, because
Yeah.
it makes me happy.
That's
yeah.
true. It is nice to be recognized by,
Yeah.
you know, the other side here.
Or they say hi to me, too, which is really
That's cool.
yeah, I feel like I'm crazy.
have you ever been doing a spirit investigation and the people you're doing it with have gotten a little more freaked out than you expected?
Yes.
You know, how do you handle that?
I'm just pretty chill with them, so I understand, because a lot of people do get scared. Because I don't get scared, I get excited, and a lot of people are just kind of like not excited about it. I don't know. So I try to just calm them down and say, like, we're good.
I had a
And
few
usually we
guests
are.
tonight message me saying, if she brings out a Ouija board, I'm leaving.
Do you want to hear something? I don't like Ouija boards.
Okay.
No, I don't. I like collecting them, but they've never worked for me. I like the way they
Interesting.
look, but
Yeah.
I don't really believe it, to be honest. I feel a lot of people, you know, move it on their own. Unless the planchett's gonna fly off and go across the room, then I'll believe it. But I've never, ever experienced anything with a Ouija board. And I understand people are like, well, Zozo the demon or whatever. I don't believe in him. But yeah, that he'll come through and stuff.
All
but,
right.
Yeah. I just feel like everyone's experience is different. You
Yeah.
know, you don't have to believe everything I believe, but, you know, we can respect each other and everything and what we believe. But, you know.
No, that's very, very true. It's a very
Yeah.
good way of looking at it because there's all kinds of stuff going on, you know. Everybody kind of has their own experiences and they bring their own experiences to the table. Sharing it on TikTok, you know, that is such a platform that is really geared towards a younger audience.
Yeah.
How do you manage a lot of your followers who A, may, you know, be really overzealous or B, absolutely terrified?
That's the thing, because I'm 32. I'm going to be 33 in like a few days.
Nice. Happy
Yeah.
early birthday.
Thanks. Kind of like, oh my God. I don't feel my age though, but there's a lot of young people who watch me and their parents get mad in my comments.
Really?
Yeah. They'll say stuff like, how can you, you know, do the things that you do? And I feel like saying I'm not a babysitter. So I used to kind of really cater to that when I was younger. I used to be careful with what I said, but now I don't really care because a lot of my viewers kind of just grew up with me.
Okay.
So, you know, I have people my age, people in their 20s, but there are a lot of kids who watch me and I do like some crazy stuff, but you can't really control that.
That's true. And
You can't, you know, you can't impress everybody. Not everyone's gonna like you.
that's true. You do a lot of live on TikTok and YouTube. What do you find is the major difference between the two? Do you have a preference?
YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
That's where my community is the most.
Okay.
And they're just people who grew up with me, and that's where everybody is, I find. TikTok is kind of just random people who stumble across my videos.
Okay.
They might stay or they might kind of just go. But YouTube's where people stay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, you've recently been doing some very exciting things. I have been trying so hard not to talk to you about this since I saw you today. You were at the Barbie premiere yesterday.
Yeah.
What the heck is that about? That is so cool.
Well, I'm a Warner Brothers partner, so that's really fun.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I go to a lot of their events. They, yeah, it's really fun. So we did Barbie last night. It was this Barbie
I have
beach
goosebumps.
party with Ryan Gosling.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and I met him, and I was,
Wow.
yeah.
Like,
and
that's amazing.
do you guys remember Goosebumps?
Yes.
Do you remember his episode Say Cheese and Die?
Yes.
I talked to him about it.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What did he have to say about that?
Well, because I wanted him to remember instead of talking about like the Notebook or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was like, "You were my childhood. I used to watch Goosebumps, Say Cheese and Die," and he was like, "Oh my God, yeah." And Ready or Not, I don't know if you remember that show.
I remember Ready or Not.
It's so Canadian.
Yeah, it is so Canadian.
Yeah. And what was the other one? Breaker High.
Yeah, Break Her Heart. I actually know a few people that were on Break Her High.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
the
love
world
that
is
show.
a small little place. It's wild.
But yeah, he liked hearing that, so he was like, "Oh my God."
That's so cool.
I love Goosebumps.
Do
Still
you-
to this day.
Do you find Canadians are a little more, I guess, down to earth and friendlier when you're talking to them on the red carpet?
Yes, definitely.
Because I don't know about you, but I feel so happy when someone knows who I am and knows my name. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know?
I
don't
know.
know you. This is cool.
No, but Canadians
know?
just, we are nicer, I find, definitely.
Oh,
The
you and your
stereotypes
brother are
are-
lovely. When you came over, guys, I'm such a Nona in training. I was making them drinks, bringing them
know.
cookies and cake.
It was so cute. I left it in my video.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah,
so
I
cute.
left. You gave me that really cute cup.
you.
It was pink. No, it was so cute. No, I
that
left
was-
it all in.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime. We
do
had
it
a
again.
really great paranormal investigation, actually.
Yes.
And I wanted to tell you guys, again, it was so hard not to talk pre-show. I usually run away from my guests because I love to chat. Go figure. Our house, for those of you who may not know, has activity. You know, not just Walt, but all kinds of stuff going on. And the other morning, and I had to laugh because I wanted to tell you about this.
What?
Within about 30 seconds, Mysterion's phone alarm started going off, and one of his framed photos on the wall just wham fell on the ground, and then Walt fell over, and then the cats went running, and I started laughing because I started getting mad. I started shit talking the ghost. I was like, I was having coffee. You disturbed me. If there's glass broken, you're gonna be in trouble. Like all that kind of stuff. And I started laughing. I'm like, oh my God, you would have just laughed.
I would have loved that.
Right? Most people would have run to the church to get holy water. What do? We laugh.
Well, remember in our video, he made the bell go off.
Yeah,
And it's on camera, which I'm so happy about because
Yeah.
a lot of the time in the paranormal, people, it doesn't get caught on camera.
Yeah.
So this was caught on camera. A freaking bell was ringing.
Yeah.
You see it moving.
Walt loves the
Loved
stage
it.
too. Anytime he has an audience, he tries to make something happen. Although I did chat with him today, I told him he is not the star of the show, Brittney is, so maybe he'll behave.
I love Walt though. He's so creepy, but like in the best way.
Yeah, no, he's pretty good. Now, as a paranormal investigator, everybody has their bucket list. What is on your bucket list to investigate?
I've already completed it. It was Chillingham Castle.
Really?
Well, I haven't completed the bucket list, but my main place was Chillingham Castle
Okay.
in Northumberland, England, where I saw the table levitate.
That's wild.
I wanted to do that since I was 10, so I did that. I still
Really?
talk about it like it happened yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Now, when you are investigating, do you investigate properties where you maybe don't know the layout? Like, when you are investigating, is it just you and your brother, or do you have a group of people? How does it usually work for you?
It's usually my brother and I. Sometimes I'll collaborate, and sometimes I'm by myself.
Really?
I have a series on my channel called Birdie 44 Sphere, because my original name is Birdie 44.
Okay.
And I would go to haunted places by myself. It's kind of like MTV Sphere. I kind of ripped it off, but I give them credit. I'm like, thank you, MTV Sphere, like, because it's called Birdie 44 Sphere.
Okay.
And I would go to haunted places by myself, and I would complete dares and stuff. My
Wow.
own dares that I would make
Okay.
up.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, if you can do, guys, for those of you who are watching, if you can do these things safely, do them. But remember that paranormal investigating actually can be a very dangerous endeavor. So you really need to know where you're at. You need to know what your safety protocols are because, unfortunately, I have heard and read articles about people who fall through floors in abandoned buildings and don't survive, things like that. So really, when you are investigating, there is an element of danger and safety that has to be enacted. So don't do this at home without the use of help of a professional. What is the other tagline you have to say? Don't try this at home, kids. That sort of thing. But there's truth to that.
It is, yeah. I understand that, even though I do it. Kind of a rebel in a way.
Well, and I get the impression that you are pretty smart about it.
Yes.
So,
I think a lot of it, I do like to joke about it because I think it's just kind of, it's fun. My personality is really fun, but I do take it seriously at the same time. But yeah.
Well, and clearly it's working for you very, very well because you're growing by leaps and bounds every day. Every time I go onto your social media, the followers have increased, and it's just so exciting to watch what you're doing.
Thank you.
And your videos are a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh,
I'm hoping to have my own show, a TV show.
I certainly hope that I can be in your audience for that. I will be hooting and hollering for sure.
I hope so. That's like my dream.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Guys in the audience, do you have any questions for Brittney? Show of hands. Anyone for? Oh, yes, right in the back there, sir.
When you're playing around with a lot of stuff and you're in spooky environments and stuff, and it's okay when you're around other people, but how about like sometimes when you're home alone, does that come back? Those scary ideas come back to bother you? Ever get the creeps by yourself late at night?
I do. Do you want to know what freaks me out? People are gonna think I'm so weird. My reflection freaks me out.
Really?
Yes. I feel like it's not me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird. I freak out in my videos because I honestly feel like it's not me. I feel like it's like a demon or something.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. Her name's Veronica. That's what I call her.
Okay. I want to learn more about that for another interview.
think I'm messed
Anybody
up.
else with a question for Brittney?
Oh God, whatever.
Yes, you over there.
Have you ever had an experience which scared you so much you almost thought about giving this up? And if so, what happened?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what I think? I think actually going to places and random humans, like creepy men, scary people, I think that's what's thrown me off the most. Because I don't really go to places by myself anymore because of that. Because there's just, the world has changed since COVID.
Okay.
It just, people are nuts. And I don't want to go anywhere. I'm a young woman.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere by myself, which sucks because that's what I used to do all the time, and I don't do it. So I would say that's what freaks me out more than anything. When I've actually been like, okay, maybe I should stop doing this because I can't really go to places by myself. It kind of defeats the scare tactic to it. But then I like having my brother with me though, because he's my camera guy, so he just follows me around, and it's easier for me.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about filming.
Oh, he's incredible.
And he's one of my best friends too, so we get along really well.
Which is very, very
Yeah.
handy. Guys,
Yes.
I have time for one more question. Anybody else? You, sir, in the back. Or ma'am, sorry.
Have you ever had a paranormal experience with like an animal?
No.
With a fur baby?
Oh, wow.
That's a good question. Have I?
The zoo. Remember the California zoo?
Oh, there was a zoo in California. There's something weird there. I don't know. It's caught on camera. Something grabbed my back, and you see it. It's like, you see it. I'm walking, and it's like, you don't actually
wow.
see a hand, but you see as if someone, like the imprint on my shirt.
Yeah,
It
I've
was
seen
weird.
that before. Oh, yeah, it's possible.
Animals? I don't know. Yeah, that was probably, yeah.
Was it like a person or a monkey that grabbed your back?
You would think it was a monkey from the way it's on camera. I should like pull out my videos.
Well, and the best way for you guys to watch is if you go to Brittney's TikTok, which is Brittney Crabb 44. Your YouTube is also Brittney Crabb 44.
Brittney Crabb, or you can
Brittney
type in
Crabb,
Brittney
okay.
44. I have changed it to my real name because I wanted to be more professional because I made Brittney 44 up when I was 16.
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? I have one more question, then I very quickly want to do a little spirit box.
What you're looking for, or is it usually just stuff moving?
Sorry, what was your question?
Do you see stuff, or is it usually just stuff moving?
With Walt, we saw the bell moving, which was really creepy. But sometimes there's been locations where stuff has moved, but I don't actually see it
If
moving.
you go into a house, do you see like the ghosts themselves, or?
I've never actually seen them standing there waiting for me, but I've seen black shadows and stuff, especially at Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I saw a shadow of a man in cell block 14. I could tell he was in his mid-20s or his early 30s, and he was staring at me, but it was a shadow.
Oh, wow.
But it was a man, and he was peeking around the corner.
There is a shadow waiting in the wings right
know, I
now
was
to
gonna say,
bring
what the
you
heck?
something.
Oh.
Everybody, Mysterion, the mind reader, has made a guest appearance tonight and has brought a present for Brittney. This is little Britt.
Thank you.
Little Brett.
Baby, I thought it was baby Brett. Okay, little Brett, whatever.
Little Brett.
Little
Little Britton.
Little Brittany.
Yep.
Little Britty. So
Okay.
I'm gonna run the ovulus, and maybe you can ask it some questions, and let's see if the brand new doll is haunted.
Okay.
It came from a secondhand store. It's from the 60s. It has a history. It's near Walt. Maybe Walt will fall in love.
Oh.
So we're gonna press on, and you're
Okay.
gonna ask it some questions, and then I want you to read what the ovulus says if the audience can't see or doesn't hear it.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
going on now. Put it on
Here,
the
do you want to
table.
pass that to me?
There it is.
Here, I'll take that. I'll hold this. All right. Shepherd. Well, there we go. Right off the bat, she's saying that Mysterion is her shepherd.
Okay, is there a spirit in here with us?
Put it on the table.
Let's see.
Put the obelisk on the table.
Oh, the obelisk
Just-
on
yeah.
the table. Okay, here, I'll put that there. All right.
The ovulus is basically like receiving a text message from a ghost. That's what I like about it.
And sometimes a ghost can really take their
this-
time trying to find the right word to see how they want to get a hold of you. I know in the past I've had the ovulus say some really specific things.
Let's see if it will give us a name.
All right.
Can you tell us your name or give us any kind of name?
Here, I'm going to move Walt so that he's not interfering.
Is this going to say the word though, or is it just going to come across?
What it usually does is it'll say the word out
It
loud.
will say
as
it out
well.
loud? Okay.
Absolutely.
Because that'll be better for the audience.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you for your patience. Ghosts don't always perform on command.
That's another thing
Yeah.
too. People think that because in a lot of my investigations, a lot of stuff doesn't happen, and I leave that in. And I think that's super important in the paranormal because my reputation means everything to me. I'm very careful with who I collaborate with,
Right.
which is why I don't really anymore.
Well, and thank you very much for
But I
coming on
collab with
the
you
show.
guys
Thank
because
you.
yes, you guys have such good energy and everything, but I'm very, very selective
Do you have
and
a spirit
specific.
box handy?
Yes, I do.
Grab it.
Jonathan.
All right.
Is it in your purse?
Hold on, I can grab it.
All right. Well, the beauty of doing a pre-tape is that we have a little bit of time to work with.
Yes. Here, I can just,
Is it in your purse?
yeah.
Here, I'm going to move
Think
Walt
it's
to
in
the
here.
side here. Now,
We're
on
gonna run
average,
both at the same time.
Okay.
that's
And
true.
then we can ask you questions and everyone can listen to see what comes through.
On average, when you're
Awesome.
running an investigation, how much footage do you think you usually will shoot
Ooh,
when you're
hours.
communicating?
Yes. I don't keep everything in, but if I feel, it really depends because it,
Yourself.
Strange.
Oh, yourself.
I guess I'm
Strange.
strange.
That's great.
It's kind of weird.
That's a compliment.
Legion.
Legion.
And
But
then
no-
right here.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just put this on. I don't have my speaker with me though, but this is actually pretty loud, the spirit box. Hopefully they can hear. Can you guys hear? I don't know. Okay. Is there anybody here?
Okay, Jesse's saying if you hold it close to your left. Oh, awesome.
Good idea. Okay. If there's any spirits in here who would like to communicate with us, can you please talk to us through this device in my hand? Can you tell us that you're here? So it's Lil Brit?
I believe
Okay.
it, Little Brit. Yeah. Do you, how does it feel when a ghost says hi to you through the spirit box communicator?
Amazing. When
Yeah.
I was in Savannah, Georgia, there was a ghost that said hi to me, as clear as a bell. I was in the bathtub, well, like not actually like bathing, I was just sitting in it. That's where I was doing the investigation, and he said hi, as clear as a bell to me.
That's cool.
It was a man, yeah. I hope people can hear. I don't know, it's kind of hard to hear.
I think it just said yeah.
Okay. Is this building like haunted, by the way? Is there any weird stories? Because we could almost do something. Because to be honest, I didn't really research if it's haunted or not. Because that would be
I kind of left it as a blank slate, you know.
geek. Are they like called to be a geek or something?
I think you're just saying that we're, you know, really into the paranormal.
Yeah.
You know, geeky, nerdy, kind of, you know, overzealous about it.
But are there any stories? Because maybe we can work with that. Have you felt anything in here?
You know, truthfully, this has been a very clean space.
Figures.
It feels a little bit strange in the middle of the basement downstairs. when I walk
Oh,
through.
right. The basement looks creepy.
It can be a little bit thick. Like the air gets thicker. But I find for myself when I go into a space, I like to not know anything about it.
Yeah.
That way, any kind of read is really, fear.
Fear.
Any kind of read is very genuine, you know. Sometimes confirmation bias can take over, and if you know a lot of information about a place,
Measuring.
you know, you can kind of blow it out of proportion.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Are you guys believers, by the way? I know you are. You are? Okay. Or are there like a bunch of skeptics in here? That would be super awkward.
You know.
Stay on the box.
Not really anything, to be honest.
Ask me a question about the doll. See if it has anything connected to it.
Who are you? Is there a spirit? I thought I just heard a little girl. Did you hear that? I don't know what it said. Are you a little girl?
Yeah,
Where
I
did
heard
she get it?
Michelle.
Yeah.
I just heard Michelle.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle. Okay.
How old are you?
I heard. Yeah.
Where did you get her again? Oh, right. Okay. It was today, right?
Today on the wheel, I was walking by and I had a feeling and I went, something's in there for you. And I went in and it was sitting right there and I saw
Oh, I love it. Thank you.
60 years old, so.
I heard
Yeah.
it say in the doll as well. That's really interesting.
Ask him if he wants me to bring her home.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Do you want me to bring you home with me? I'm doing it. Wait, what? I'm doing it anyways. C.
See, okay.
So it's Spanish, I'll say yes.
Yeah. All right, Michelle is Spanish. She's 13 years old. She's an adult in her dress, ready for her quinceanera in 2 years.
Her. Like I love haunted dolls.
She's beautiful.
Even just creepy dolls. Do you guys like creepy dolls?
Do any of you
Nice.
own a creepy doll? Okay. That's
Ooh.
good.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, it just said
Spring.
spring. Okay.
I got a couple times and this one's gonna get me a Chucky doll for my birthday.
A Chucky doll.
That'd be great.
Thank you, no, thank you.
Well, this is really, really fascinating. Guys, if you want to know more about ghost hunting, if you want to see more of Brittney's paranormal investigations,
Oh my God.
please definitely
Okay, can I just say
follow
something?
her.
Sorry, this
Yeah.
is so random. I don't want to say the word out loud. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have been focusing on that word in my head for like, oh, now it's gone.
What was the word? Interesting.
That was kind of weird that I said that.
Well, you know, the paranormal is very good at stepping into your mind. So, you know, when you are in a space, be careful what you think because it can come true.
It says prayer.
Prayer. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting answers for myself.
Yeah, maybe.
No, but I was focused on that word for like the last week. So it was just kind of weird that it came through. But anyways, it means something
Very
else.
interesting.
Yeah. Are you kind of psychic? Like, do you have? You're
Yeah.
intuitive.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
In fact, when Mr. Aaron had been asking you about a certain name that he'd written down, I immediately thought your grandmother, and then you said that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should have said something at the time because as soon as you said, I'm like, you know,
That's weird.
which happens sometimes. Yeah,
I don't know how you guys do
Yeah.
it. You guys are amazing.
just like anything else, everything is a skill. You learn to live with it, you learn to work with it, and you use it for good, or sometimes evil. I'm kidding.
Sure. I remember when Mysterion said Liam Neeson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was thinking of Liam Neeson, and he just, the most random celebrity. I love Liam Neeson though,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's like, that was, I don't even know.
Totally random. Well, he is
Yeah.
the greatest gift giver. I don't have to say anything that I want for Christmas. He already knows. It's lovely.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, fruitcake, exactly. Oh, Brittney, thank you so much for joining us today.
you
I
for
know we
having
could
me.
probably sit here for another 30 minutes.
Shoes?
Shoes.
Probably
Yes,
because we have
thank you.
cute
Okay,
shoes.
that is our cue
Look at
to show you the shoes.
Yeah.
And I believe we have to wrap it up. Brittney, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank
You were
you.
absolutely lovely.
Oh,
You guys have been a wonderful audience.
Thank
And
you.
remember, tune in, turn on, and take part because you never know who's going to land right here on Planet Lizzdom. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. They're from Doll's Kill. Thank you.